Stream started. Meant to do
All
another
right,
countdown, but I did that earlier. Now everything's set up.
it's all good. We're good. So AC, I bought this game for you originally to stream, and then I'm fine with you doing it on your. But I wanted to bring this up. Like I forget what it was, but I bought this for you to stream like blind, and then I think you started testing it out, and then I think a neuron just activated, and you just went
Wait,
fully in.
no, actually, no. I know the story behind this.
All right,
You
go.
gifted me System Shock. I want to say this is on sale
No,
for.
I gifted you this too.
Ah,
Do you,
I,
yeah,
I,
remember?
I thought I remember this being like on sale, and like it was like $5, and I'm like I have leftover birthday money, and it was like 1 a.m. and the sale's about to end, but my birthday money wasn't in the Steam account, it was elsewhere, so I had to go check financial stuff. Hey, do I have enough? Like, yeah, you have enough. It's fine. I'm like, okay, cool.
Wait, was that it? I thought for sure I bought that. I'm going through the RDMs. I'm curious because I thought
You
for
got me
sure.
System Shock. You got me a couple things.
I thought for sure I got you this. Here, I'm gonna go through our DMs. I can also check my account because otherwise we have two very different memories. Because I could be wrong.
I will say I remember Zaz and Rendy being there, like when I was like, wait, it's on sale, fuck. But I'm like, wait, do I have enough? I need to go check. Okay, I have enough. All right, let's do this, and I got it. You gifted me which I played and streamed. And I would have done the co-op stream now, but one, I wanted to play a different source game, so when I go back in, I'm kind of a little like fresh on the gameplay to kind of refresh it a bit. And two, I've been on a World of Darkness kick.
You've been like super into it.
And three, ASMR.
Oh. So man, we talked about Vampire Forbidden DMs. I'm still like scrolling up. Oh wait, okay, you were right. It started at on May 3rd, 2024, and you said so. I got a game and it's patch while it was on sale, and it's Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines.
Yeah.
I was wrong. I thought I bought that for you.
No, it's fine. You've bought other stuff for me. That I've even streamed. I can easily see why you can get the memory mistaken. It's fine.
I'm trying to see what the part is where I thought that there was a part where you said something like, so I tested it out and I just kept playing.
Yeah, oh, that was true. That was 100% true. Because I went to test it out, and I was in the very beginning intro cutscene, and then I made it to Santa Monica, and then I was in downtown, and then I'm like, oh.
This reminds me of me introducing JoJo to a friend because we were doing watch togethers for a while, and then at I think we got to part 4, and I think it was either somewhere in part 3 or part 4 where he goes to me and says, "Bone, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I finished the entire thing," and I just started laughing because I was happy. Because while I would have loved to see his reactions, whenever just hearing that thing you got me into, I got super into.
Reminds me of
All
whenever
right.
I introduced my friend to Daria. One day I'm watching at least season 1. Next day, yeah, I saw all of Daria, including all 4 of the seasons. Fuck Tom.
Wait, what is that bottom part, AC?
Oh, this is something. Okay, so the patch comes with a plus thing, and you can disable it or you can enable it, and I enabled it. But
Explain that.
Okay, Bloodlines had a scrapped path line where you could play as a hunter from the Society of Leopold.
Fucking really?
Yep. It's incomplete, but it's there. So I was gonna ask, do I want to do Malkavian now, or because I started later, do I want to give the Leopold hunter a shot?
I would say get your vampires in, and then that way that will be completely new. Do you think you're gonna do Nosferatu?
I'm probably gonna do Nosferatu.
I would love to see you. I've never seen a Nosferatu playthrough, and I am so curious how that feels because people don't say negative things about it, and I don't understand because you're just crawling through sewers.
All right, I have two choices. Try out the scrapped Human Hunter Pathline or Malkavian.
I would like to see Malkavian. Malkavian is funny.
I always thought this guy's design was cool. I remember I was thinking about this, but then I like thought about the disciplines. I went with Toreador because it would go 1 for talking, 2 he's the art guy, and 3 he has celerity.
Out of curiosity, AC, is there supposed to be no music right now?
Yeah, the music just stops after initially played. It doesn't loop.
Oh, that's weird.
It doesn't.
I hate the Malkavian model, though. I hate the Malkavian model.
Okay, one thing I will say is I actually have a problem with the woman variant because
is it that she's better?
Why?
I think it. Okay. If I was designing this, I would have used an inspiration from a movie I've never watched.
What?
It's a little movie called Frankenhore. It was Frankenhooker. And I'll have to get an image of the main character from Frankenhooker.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now. That lady does look like she would fit as a Malkavian. Also, I love her look. I love the purple hair.
I think this would have. I think this is what they should have gone with when it comes to.
She's a Prometheus the whatever. What is it called again? Prometheus the what?
Prometheus the living, the unliving. I forget. I posted it for those who haven't seen it, which you both have already looked into it.
Okay, yeah, Promethean the created.
I think that my problem is the woman Malkavian should have been freakier.
Either that or this guy. I hate his hair. I hate his hair so much.
It's kind of funny. I would have gone with gelled spiky hair
all the way out. Jutting ass.
The gel hair I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know, like the spike tips.
Yeah, that's what I would have.
Dude, bro.
That's what I would have gone with for this guy's haircut.
Yeah, maybe.
Head for Crazy Taxi.
Now,
what the? Is that a mod thing?
I
saw homosexual on there.
I saw.
Okay. So history was adding the plus thing, but what history does is it imports a thing from 20th edition of the board game. So you can pick the histories, and histories are different depending on your clan.
Nutty Weatherman?
Ninja?
Completely batshit.
Completely batshit is an exclusive one to Nosferatu.
Wait, it's exclusive to Nosferatu?
Not Nosferatu, Malkavian. I got the names mixed up.
You are a brimming cauldron of lunacy.
Basically, your dementation disciplines are greater and they last longer, but but you have to spend more and spend more experience to level up Obfuscate, which is the invisibility one that Malkavians and Nosferatu get.
Okay, there's a thing with the lighting that makes me think that does his right nipple have a
Yes, it does. You're not seeing.
Oh, it has a little model. I can see it. I never noticed that.
It's a.
Also, does the female Malkavian have a belly button piercing, or was I crazy?
No, you are not crazy. That is.
But I feel like she should have. Can you turn her around for a second? Man, that thing goes all the way up, or that skirt's going all the way down. I don't know which one.
Yes.
Hey man, it's supposed to look sexy. It's a stripper thong.
I think the Malkavian should have looked more fucked up.
What does the Tremere look like again? I forget.
Weirdly enough, this is like the inverse, where I think the woman model looks better.
I think both look fine.
But they look fine.
Wait, do you not like the Malkavian woman model?
The Malkavian woman? I think if she feels too normal for me.
Oh, she feels too normal. Man, that thing is flying.
Senran Kagura ass physics. Well, not ass.
That skirt is like totally spinning around. Ballerina.
Kagura boob physics.
Wait, are you a rapidly spinner?
Also, I mean, it's funny that like the boob physics get pointed out. Half-Life 1 was like I think the first game to have them.
What, boob physics?
Yep.
Out of curiosity, what does the Ventru male look like compared to the Tremere? Because the Tremere kind of looks like a Ventru. He looks so much more boring than the Ventru. Holy shit!
He gets a
Also, that's just LaCroix.
he.
Just LaCroix.
As I said, he
Dude,
just
he
looks
looks like
like
a Twilight
LaCroix.
What does the Nosferatu female look like?
Although these vampires die immediately in the sun, here's the thing, Con. A Twilight vampire would most likely be Toreador.
Meh.
Wait, did you ever watch Twilight?
Okay, so Con, this is just the
Yes.
these are just the models for like their appearances, but like personality wise.
Because my mom got into it.
What does the Nosferatu female look like? I'm very curious.
Thankfully just as fucked up.
She looks more like a zombie.
That's kind of the point.
Like the male one looks like a monster vampire. The female looks like a zombie.
It's weird seeing like different interpretations of Nosferatu because I've seen them just look like crackheads and I've seen them look like Urukai.
Here, wait, can you go back to the female one? I'm curious if she's also wearing BDSM gear like the male one.
Yeah, she is. Oh,
No,
okay.
she's
So here's the
wearing a
thing.
bra.
Not really.
She's not wearing BDSM gear now, but with the later armor, she does get it. Also, hey, eyelid piercings.
Wait, really?
Yeah, eyelid piercings.
Okay. Wait, is it eyebrow piercings or eyelid?
Both.
You can have one or the other, but yikes.
You guys don't have the resolution like I do, but they're there.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
I do appreciate her design. I will say that.
I'm glad that they made her as fucked up as the other one. And that's something I wish they went out of their way for the other ones. Like, I'm gonna go into Gangrel, right?
Oh, okay, she's actually kind of boring.
Yeah,
She's cool, but boring.
Thankfully, apparently in the original version, she didn't look hunched out.
No. Hold up a second.
Huh?
Remember how Joshy was talking about the Goron last time whenever he was playing Twilight Princess?
I haven't seen any
there.
past the first one where I was down horrendous the moment a character showed up. But anyway, but I like this a lot better. He's got that. He looks like he's gonna like perform like some fucking new metal.
I like the tattoo. Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Like I would let bro I'd pass bro the mic.
Bust into a corn soliloquy.
I was thinking more like a mixture corn, but maybe more like non-point. But I know I'm like the new metal guy, so like
Godsmack?
Nah, I think Godsmack's a lot more of like I don't think there would be like anywhere on here, but it would probably be like a male Bruja.
What does the female look like? This guy's kind of boring. Okay, she's kind of cool. The dude looks kind of like a basic goon, like you would see him as like a basic enemy.
Kind of, yeah. Even like.
Also, I think my favorite like design though, when it comes to like the male ones is Gangrel. I think it goes Gangrel, Nosferatu, no, Tremere, and male Malkavian because I think he's funny but also rad.
Also, would you believe that the original people that worked on the original Fallouts worked on this game?
Oh yeah.
I'm not shocked by that. Yeah, no part of me is shocked.
And also, Con, do you want to hear how corpos fuck people over in regards to this game?
I would love to hear that.
So this game came out fucked. Fuck, this game came out horribly and like bad optimization and stuff like that. And the devs, they say to corporate, "Look, we'll put out patches for the game." And corporate said no. And then the dev said, "All right, well, we'll put out unofficial patches for the game. You don't even have to pay us for it." And Corpo said, "No, we'll sue you if you do that."
Seriously?
Yes. They don't know why, and I don't know why.
Maybe they expected the game to fail on impact, and they said no patches?
I think it feels like it might have been a control thing. It's like, no, it's like it has to be under our name. That's my guess. It's like just the desire for control over the product.
But also,
fuck if I know.
I feel so bad that this game came out the same day as MGS2, Half-Life 2, and Halo 2.
Same day?
Day.
Dude,
Wait,
this
Half-Life 2?
I'm
Yep,
amazed.
yep.
Game's
Okay, so here's the
still-
thing. They had this done before Half-Life 2. But they couldn't release it after Half-Life 2 because it was on the brand new Source Engine, and Valve wanted Source Engine to be wanted Half-Life 2 to be the big showcase. So, and something happened, and they decided, and whatever happened led to them releasing it the same day as Half-Life 2, which
reminds me of... Oh, go ahead.
which I think was probably the biggest mistake they could have ever made.
This reminds me of how Titanfall 2 came out the same day as Battlefield 1.
Oh man.
The World War I game, not literally Battlefield 1.
Alright.
Want your game to get fucked, have it released at the same time as other games like
Alright, so look at Doomseater, completely batshit, subtly insane, and a cult nut.
Do these have lore associated with them?
And cut rate party con. They have a bit of lore to them, but
There's the party
What is
clan.
Ninja?
okay, so I was pointing out the Malkavian exclusive ones. Ninja's more of a universal one.
But what is it? I don't understand it.
These are okay, so these are histories you could pick for the board game. They're supposed to be like a specialty, but here's the thing. You start with a point in Brawl and a point in Melee, but firearms can never be raised above 0.
Weird. Also, I was expecting this to explain like how you're a ninja, but no, you're just a ninja.
Okay, what does party clown do?
Go ninja, go ninja, go.
Okay, so it allows you to swap the priority order of your attributes to physical, mental, and
Together with Evelyn. Truly, America is the greatest nation on earth.
There's also, now I want to point out, wait, there's the burnout. Science has yet to prove the link between marijuana and decreased mental capacity. You always said you've been a little slow, but that's because you're mellow. You can never raise your wits above 3, but you're less prone to frenzy.
Not sure if that's a good trade-off.
Frenzy basically means you kill everybody in sight with super strength. And here's the thing, there are boss fights where if you frenzy in the middle of the boss fight, it will fucking just guide you right through it. You don't even have to touch a button and the boss is dead. But it's all about managing it.
What does homosexual do?
It makes it to where you could have seduction with characters of the same sex.
Oh.
You always found your own gender much more attractive than the other sex. But many people still have issues dealing with this. Maybe vampiric society is different.
Okay, so here's the Malkavian exclusive ones. Also, also another fun fact, this got cut out in 5e. You don't have to pick a history for it.
Also, yeah, look at those hands that he's got going on. Those are for ball grabbing.
Alright, here's the first Malkavian exclusive one, Doomseer. The paralyzing fear of eternal death has an iron grip on you. Doom is just around the corner for you, for everyone. You know it, and you lack your faith in your vampiric ability. What's the use anyway? You don't trust Obfuscate the work, and therefore cannot maintain the effect for very long. Each level of Obfuscate has a shorter duration than normal. You are constantly on the lookout for danger, however, so can maintain Auspex longer, which is the spell that increases your perception and makes your eyes see really good. Completely batshit. The curse of the Malkavian clan burns white hot in your veins. You're brimming a cauldron of lunacy. The effects of your dementation are greater and last longer. It is difficult to wrap your wriggling brain around the concept of invisibility, however. You must spend more experience to raise your skill in Obfuscate.
Is there a way? Can you take no history?
You can. Yes.
Okay, so
There's also subtly insane. Your insanity does not hinder your ability to interact with others too greatly. At first glance, most wouldn't even guess your mental stability, and you don't experience some of the more weirder things your clan members do. Your unique form of dementia flares up more easily when provoked in combat by giving you a bonus of dementation, but you can never raise your dodge above 3.
I'm not.
And there's a cult. Dodge is basically like just, it's like a damage sponge. It's anyway, a cult nut.
Wait, is it a negation?
Yeah, it's damage negation. Basically, a cult nut is you consider yourself a cult savvy, and now that you're among kindred, you find that some of this stuff you actually know some of this stuff, and you're really excited learning more about your new state of unlife. You get a bonus of scholarship and earning experience, but others find you're disdainful, so your charisma cannot be raised above 3.
Oh,
So your knowledge goes up, but your charisma's just kind of stunted.
The thing is, charisma at 3. Like, I was going through the Hunter the Reckoning book, and 3 is a pretty good level to have.
Oh, it's a
Granted, for the video game, I don't know.
It's a fairly good one.
Because, like, 2 is average. Like, if you have 2 dots in a stat, then that's, like, average.
I'm thinking I'd either want to go no history or completely batshit, which is just doubling down on the dementation spell, and that's the one that makes me interested.
Knowing you, knowing the Malkavians,
probably completely batshit.
Double down on the completely batshit. Go for it, dude.
It seems like it's a utility thing mostly. It's difficult to wrap your brain around invisibility.
Down on the batshit.
You must spend more experience to raise obfuscate. Do you care about obfuscate?
It'll cost more experience to level it up, but obfuscate's just invisibility. I'm here more for dementation.
Alright then.
Alright, we're gonna spend this.
And you're calling him Mr. Flo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I get it, because of Mr. the Dracula Flo.
Yeah. Alright, so...
But anyway, how many times have you beaten this game? Because you were also playing a Tremere run.
I haven't beaten the Tremere run. I have played this, I've messed around with some mods, but I have only beaten this game once.
I'll say that blood boil ability the Tremere have is fucking nuts. Like, the ability to give people from the inside out.
Do I want to... I might go with lockpicking, because I know there's some... I know there's some stuff where not knowing lockpicking makes it a pain in the ass. But also, I do want to shoot gun.
I'm curious, Lacey, since you're doing a Hunter the Reckoning thing off camera, what drove you to really feel hunters more than the vampires?
I tried to think of an idea for a vampire campaign, but I thought of it was messy, and it was messy trying to think of an idea and all of that. And then I'm like, you know what? I'll try thinking of a hunter one. And I thought of a hunter one at 3 a.m. and I immediately had a good idea that stuck with me.
I know that feeling. It's like you start thinking of an idea, and it's just you start putting together the bricks, the blocks, the mortar, and it's like, ooh, then I can do this, and I can lead into this.
What were you doing at 3 a.m.?
Being awake.
Yeah. Thinking of ideas.
Yeah.
I will never understand your sleep.
Neither will my parents. But anyway,
the Zoomer sleep schedule.
So anyway, yeah, I thought of Hunter, and I'm like with Vampire, I'm like, there's a character, he's in this city, he's super paranoid, and you're gonna be doing missions, and it's it was just, I couldn't think of it. And then with Hunter, I'm like, you guys have an RV, you travel to various parts of the country, and you go hunt stuff through the RV, and you upgrade it, and you have the option to upgrade it, and it was a solid idea that I could expand upon. I immediately had a good pitch.
Out of curiosity, how much of this was inspired? Wait, did you have this idea before or after you watched Hunter the Parenting?
I had a bit of it of after Hunter the Parenting, but here's the thing: Hunter the Parenting uses a bus. I was planning to use an RV, but considering the amount of people playing, I might just have to go wholesale and just use the bus.
Yeah, you have 7 people playing, and I was looking at the rulebook and it says we recommend 3 to 5.
I've heard 6 be the recommended. Here's the thing: I wasn't expecting as many people to be down as they were, because I thought, oh, I'm hosting a game no one's ever played before. Maybe people are busy. Maybe maybe I might not get a lot. And I asked around, and a lot more people were like, "Sure, man, I'm down." And I was like, okay. I was okay. And then I just opened my eyes one day and I saw the amount and I was like, oh.
All right, now time to really deal with the issue of 7 people trying to talk. I think I'm gonna try to play more of like an NPC crossed with a player character.
Yeah, also this is the first game of like anything I'm DMing to.
You might want to do some practice stuff with me.
Oh yeah. Oh no, for sure. I already told you I was gonna do some practice shit with
Oh
you
yeah.
specifically, and
Okay.
also with the I was gonna do a practice run with the group. Basically, what I'm planning on doing is basically sessions of like character creation talks, practice with you, character creation talks, and like session 0.5 where
You might even want to split up the session zeros between different groups of people
I was thinking maybe doing that too.
and have them like unite or something.
I was planning on maybe even having set. Here's the thing about session 0.5. I was planning it be like, oh, this will be a quick little test run. I made it where like it'd be something that I could do quickly, but I thought about it a lot, like the location and some like example characters you could run into. It was to the point where if it's too much and I can't use it, I'm just gonna put them in the mainline campaign. Like I have an entire like document of written information. I even drew like one of the characters. I have a ton of Google Map photos. I have a photo of a set piece from a place that like nobody here knows of that I've actually been to. That's a really cool fucking set piece.
Out of curiosity, you didn't play Alan Wake 2, right?
I haven't even played one.
Alright, there's this thing called the writer's board that's like a mechanic in Alan Wake. Anyway, I'll post it. And it's it's something I learned about writing is like you can set up like a board that has like a bunch of different plot points. Actually, that might have spoilers. I don't know. Then again, it's so low resolution, you might not even be able to read it.
I'm not gonna zoom in on it. I saw it like on my phone. I couldn't make it out.
Yeah, but it's like major plot point, and then like the little notes at the bottom that connect the elements.
Uh, in fact, I think they even I think the rulebook literally told me that I should do something like that and have note cards. Also,
Yeah, and get
relationship
out
maps.
the red string
I like how
to tie up your conspiracies.
Joshy was talking about like, hey, make sure that like you have like don't go as ambitious and overly long as like the last D&D campaign. But make it a little easier. Like having a bunch of like our
God.
characters having relations, and in the rule book's like, no, every player has to have a relationship map of all the people they knew before they were hunters,
Get
and
your S-links ready.
everybody has to. There's a relationship map. Relationship map. You gotta do it.
You see, my guy's gonna be a guy in a shed out in the woods.
Like. Yeah, I'm mainly with everything I'm writing. I'm eventually probably just gonna do a series of what I call session zeros and session 0.1, 0.2, and 0.3, and so on.
Have you ever seen one of those videos? It's like a guy like bought like a shed and converted it into like a really nice tiny house.
Oh, is that the one where he even got like his own like fuel source?
He's got like a toilet. He's got like yeah, fuel. It's just like a tiny shed, but like everything is in a single room.
I'll have to check that out later.
I can't find it, but I can remember seeing it.
I put. You know what? That's how I'm gonna put knowledge. 1 in investigation, 2 in scholarship, so I can learn shit. Weapons. I like shooting guns, but ammo's a little scarce. For talent, I might just put it into dodge. With physical, I can't invest. Well, with social, I might go with appearance. I'm either thinking charisma, so I can like persuade people, or I can go with appearance, so I can seduce people as my Malkavian.
Yeah, then you can use the ladies at the club as ammo depots.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna leave a point because I don't know if I want my combat to be melee or firearms, because firearm ammo, there was points on my first playthrough where I was constantly out of ammo. And The only ammo I was getting was for the MAC-10, which is the shittiest like gun in the game. Probably one of the worst guns in an FPS.
Ironic, given what you just played, given the amazing SMG in I Divine Cybermancy.
I think Omicron. I think that there's a gun in Omicron to Nomad Soul, and I think the gunplay felt better than firing the MAC-10 in Bloodlines. Because the MAC-10 is really powerful damage-wise, but it has the worst spread imaginable, so you can't aim it. And NPCs don't have that, so when an NPC gets their hands on a MAC-10, they can just Swiss cheese you if you have low health.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send you 2 images that were what I was thinking of for like my character's house. Feel free to look at that whenever.
So I'm thinking either I'm gonna put firearms or melee.
Which one feels better in combat? Because I imagine guns feel better than the melee, but
yeah, but
it's weird because melee has that weird directional stuff, so it kind of feels awkward.
Melee.
Like, but it has like this juggling, but also like I might just go with firearms again.
Firearms feel good. It feel good to do the gun shoot.
In fact, my Toreador was essentially like a gunslinger.
So I remember whenever I played, I put very little points into firearms because I'm the kind of guy that plays RPGs like they're books. I want to have all the pages. I'm going into hacking. I'm going to lockpicking. I'm getting all the things that let me unlock more story.
You want to dabble a little bit of everything so you can get the best experience.
Not even that. I want to go full into whatever will let me have more knowledge.
You would rather have the exposition dump than the big gun.
I want to access all the computer emails. I want to get all the dialogue. I want to know what these people are thinking. So that's like, but you've already played the game. So
Does during my entire playthrough, I still have no idea what the fuck investigation does.
I'm gonna look that up.
Like, I remember I leveled it up a bit because I remember I was told I could find like a key if I leveled up investigation and didn't have to pick the lock because my dex was stuck at 1.
Okay, this one person comments, in my honest opinion, investigation is one of the single most useless skills to invest in. It basically highlights items by giving them sparkles, which is all fine and dandy, but do you really need to waste your precious XP on items? You would have found it if you just paid more attention to your surroundings.
I'm gonna probably put that point into computer. Either that, or I can just rip it out and put it more into, and just put it all in scholarship. That way, if I come across any books, I can just learn just straight from the books. Yeah, scholarship 2, computer 1, firearms 2, dementation 2, appearance 2, wits 2, and perception 2. With
sorry, go ahead.
With a 1 in dodge, 1 in
my hamstring.
A 1 in the physical and all that. 1 in charisma, manipulation, 1 in intelligence, 0 in melee, security, stealth, intimidation, subterfuge, brawl, finance, and investigation. I think I'm set to make my character. So I can. Should I skip the intro, or do you want to watch the intro?
I want to see Mr. John DiMaggio.
No. Here's the thing. This doesn't skip the tutorial. If it hits skip intro, what it essentially does is it sends you out after the meeting, and it just boots you out the door, and it boots you right to the first scene with John DiMaggio.
You know, it's been a while since I've seen this game. I would like to see the video.
Yeah, you know what?
I will mention for investigation, this other person is adding. It adds about 2, at least that I can think of, dialogue options into the game. It makes items on the ground sparkle and unlocks a shortcut in Grout's Mansion. I don't remember what Grout's Mansion is. It skips the
Malkavian Mansion.
Oh, right. That skips the solitary confinement rooms. So probably still useless.
But yeah, you know what? For the stream, let's go right in.
The embrace, they're actually transforming into a vampire.
places like these, there's always at least one set of cuffs just randomly distributed to the bed.
I don't think it's random. I think it's very deliberate.
No, I mean, does it just mean that somebody was in there for kinky reasons, or
Yes.
somebody?
Yeah, there's a whip right there.
This guy is having a time I wish I had. It's like, God, I wish I could be damned to hell.
And look at the nipple piercing. That's not actually on his nipple because it's tracked to like another part of his body.
I forgot about the sound effect. That's a fucking Toreador model.
Oh, hey, fun fact. The guy who stakes you at the beginning changes depending on what you pick.
Really?
My apologies
Yeah.
for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements you may have had this evening. It's
Oh, God, I
unfortunate that
forgot
the
how much
affair
like
that
a
gathers us
ventriloquist
together
dummy
tonight
this dude looks
is
like.
a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence, have been broken. As prince, I am within my rights to grant or deny the kindred of this city the privilege of siring. Many of you have come to me seeking
That
permission,
guy.
and I have
Look at the
endorsed some of
cast.
these requests.
Look, hey, everybody's here.
The accused that sits before you tonight.
Hey, look, it's the guy from my first LP.
Indeed.
And the male
was
Ventru.
never sought
Oh,
at
it
all.
is the fucking male venture.
They were caught shortly
Slappy
after
the
the
dummy.
embrace of this.
Also John DiMaggio in the corner.
It pains me to
Oh, is
announce
he?
the
Oh, I miss
sentence,
him.
as up to tonight I considered the accused a
Why are you
lawful
grabbing her
upstanding
from
member
that
of
part of the
our
head? She has a
As some of you
ponytail.
may know,
Yeah, but
The
you can
penalty
still
for
go
this
ahead and wiggle
transgression
out from the ponytail. So if
is
you grab by
death.
the nape of the neck, it's actually a lot
know that
more
I am
harsh.
no more
I
a
see.
It's hotter if
than
it's
I
by
am
the
a
ponytail.
servant to the law that governs us all.
I know that because people have
Let
pulled me by
tonight's
my
proceedings
ponytail
serve
before.
as a
Yeah, the
reminder to
handlebar.
our community that we must adhere to the code that binds our society, lest we endanger all.
But-
Enough,
Drunk
enough. Listen, enough
Forgive
kinky
me.
stuff. Let's talk about vampire.
Let the penalty commence.
Bone, how drunk are you
Oh,
already?
oh, hey, look, look, it's
That
a
is
fucking,
Buster sword.
it's the Buster sword. So,
That's
fun
a
fact.
non-credit
Oh,
Which leads to the fate of the
Something cool about the
ill-begotten
patch. Only in the
Without
patch,
sire,
you get to
most
actually
child
like
are
wield
doomed
the
to
sword
walk
at some
the earth
point.
never knowing their
Fucking
place.
A.
Really?
Their
Yeah.
responsibility,
Does it look
and
really
most
silly?
importantly,
It does. It has like the
Therefore,
baseball bat animation
Therefore,
set.
I have
Because it's
decided
like,
that
you're a
this is
tiny guy
bullshit.
compared to that guy. Yeah, Nines, you're the coolest!
That guy.
Ooh,
Oh, hey,
sick.
it's woman Nosferatu.
Oh, is it? Oh, I missed
This
it.
slappy looking motherfucker.
If Mr. Rodriguez would let me finish,
Also, I assume we can
I have
talk over the
decided.
cutscenes.
Yeah, I've
so
seen
there's
this
no point.
before.
live.
Seriously, dude
They
looks like
shall be
Slappy the
instructed in the
dummy.
ways of our kind and be granted the same
Give me a sec.
rights. Let no one say I am unsympathetic to the plights and
Is
causes
that
of this community.
lady back there like one of the player
I thank
characters?
you all for
Yeah.
attending these
That was
proceedings.
behind Nines. Which
And I
one was
hope
she?
their significance
Okay, take a look
is
at Prince
not.
and then
I
take a
want
look
to
at-
say she's Toreador.
Good evening.
No, no, she was Gangrel.
The
Toreador.
lady in the white shirt?
Yeah. Oh, hey, look, it's Gary.
Oh, yeah, it's that hot lady with the hat.
I like how I went to Gary immediately. I'm like,
Your sire, tragic. My apologies. But you see, there is a strict code of conduct that all of us must adhere to.
Oh, I
If
love
we
you,
wish to
LaCroix. You're such a
survive.
piece of shit. Holy
When someone-
shit.
Anyone breaks these laws, they undermine the well-worn.
look at that
fabric
fucking
across
walk the
centuries of
Look at
Malkavian
that
has.
strut.
Understand my.
Both of them have a
predicament.
strut.
The Chad
Allow you to
Malkavian
live
strive.
reasonably directly responsible for your subsequent behavior. So, what I'm offering is not generosity.
Look,
tan
he's
lines.
swaying his hips with
to
that
transcend
slutty
the
waist.
fate woven by your sire.
Got tan
Look,
lines.
look at that fucking.
This
Is that a female walk cycle?
You will be brought
Nah,
to
it's the
Senegal.
Malkavian walks
There
out.
you will meet an agent by the name of Mercurio. He will provide the details
I
of your
forgot
labor.
about Mercurio.
I never
Actually,
forgot about my
great
man
clemency.
Mercurio.
Prove
been
it
a
was more than
long
a
time
wasted
since I
gesture,
played.
fledgling. Don't come back until you do. Good evening.
Apparently, the last time I touched Bloodlines was 2019.
Pre-COVID.
Net-
Also, if you're wondering what skip intro would do, it would just basically
Yeah,
You click
I'm glad-
skip intro and it'd boot you right here.
Yeah, I'm glad I went through the intro. Baby.
Time to feed. Oh,
Yeah, John DiMaggio.
Man, hoo-wee. Then they just plop you out here like a naked baby in the woods. How about that? Look, kiddo, it's probably a lot for you to take in, so why don't you let me show you the ropes? What do you say?
What a right voice actor.
the reign of ages plots again to wash away revelation.
Wait, I'm curious, AC. How
Oh,
creepy
man.
can you get
And
with
you're
your
a
voice?
goddamn Malkavian, too.
It depends
Wow.
on the kind
You
of
really are
creepy.
fucked.
I can go for something like this.
Can you add like some like I don't think that was the right voice, but can you like just throw in like drug addict a bit?
Who is this dark demon I see before me? Oh, that was
Just the
that
side
was
eye.
that was my shot.
It was pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm Jack. What's important is I'm offering help. You make it back from Santa
No,
Monica
your
with
name's
my
Sean.
life stories, kid.
I know
Oh,
you.
I got about this much time.
No, your name is Jake the dog. I see you as a robot.
Do I
Thousands of years in the future, hundreds of years in the future.
do I do the tutorial? Do I skip it or do I partially skip it?
You might get more dialogue. Is there any dialogue in the tutorial?
I forget.
Wait, what does he say? I shall
Undertake your dark tutelage. Break down the
some
bare-boned
bare-boned
basics for me.
Oh, that's actually sounds pretty cool.
I didn't understand the play they gave. And I need no guide on this dark path. Leave me.
You know what, I would say let's go for the full experience of the Malkavian. Personally.
Oh.
Right. Why don't we
Oh.
step out back here?
Let's leave the theater of horrors behind.
Yeah, I think that's a good voice for it.
Whisper, you're in for it now. It was just us.
This is much better.
Are you sure Malkavians just aren't
we ain't
crackheads?
got much time, but I figure somebody should fill you in on the bare
Oh, they're
bones.
schizophrenic, they're crackhead,
Shave your hide.
they're
You
all,
look
they're all of
wobbly.
it.
You
They're
even
theater
had a drink
kids.
They're psychic.
No, that's no con. That's Toreador. Very different.
That's Toreador.
Oh,
Okay, so here's the thing. Malkavians. The most basic like breakdown of Malkavian is their kindred who get access to the Malkav network. The Malkav network is a psychic series of information only all Malkavians have access to. And some of it is like future predictions. And that's the basic bare bones. Now, a lot of Malkavians prefer to embrace those who are a lot more mentally ill. So that's why a lot of Malkavians do come off like a lot more insane. And in fact, funny enough, the Malkavian in Bloodlines is like supposed to be like extra insane, even compared to like some Malkavians.
See, where's my sexy Malkavian mom?
Uh,
And I would like to emphasize, they call that the ones that they sire children.
Listen, we'll get to her eventually.
Wait, what?
You don't remember? You don't remember she was Malkavian?
She just got dead. I don't think that.
No,
she
no, not. Oh, I was talking about a different Malkavian.
Oh, you're talking about that Malkavian.
What about what beverage do you babble?
Oh man, we're popping a cherry here. Ah, you're gonna love this. All right, check it out. Blood, it's your new rack of lamb, your new champagne, blood, your new fucking heroin, kid. Get ready though, cause hey, it's never as sweet as the first time.
Sweet like a prom date.
Well, down around the corner there, I saw this human. Poor SOB can't find his car.
Alright, how do I do this dread deed?
Alright,
I love that line.
go down there, casual like. You creep up on him, then bare those little fangs and feed. Don't worry if you weren't captain of the wrestling team or something, because it'll come so naturally you think you've done it 1,000 times already.
And then you scrape and lick.
Will he carry the curse in his veins?
Forget that comic book crap, kid. It don't work for it. Be sure, though, and this is important, so listen up. Be sure not to drain them dry, okay? It might be hard to resist, but don't kill them.
I go drain the luscious liquid.
So I forget. Is it how you make a vampire? How do you make a vampire again? Do you just have to inject venom into them or something?
I think how it works is that you have to drink every single drop of blood out of them, and then you put it back in mixed with your own.
Okay, so it's a bit complicated.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a process.
You know who cannot embrace? Abominations, which are werewolves who get embraced.
No, you just suck it all in, and then you just backwash it back out.
So wait, is it like your own saliva that you backwash
Blood.
in, or is it?
It's your own.
It has to be. Okay, it has to be your own blood.
Basically, you have to drink all of their blood, like every single drop, and then replace it with like a mix of a little bit of theirs, but also a little, mostly your own.
Yeah, just blood backwash it.
I don't think they can do that with their own teeth. I don't think they can backwash blood into them.
It's a process. Don't worry.
Yeah. Hell yeah, you're feeling it. I can see it in your eyes. You're a born-again predator. Feeling that blood bubbling inside you, lifting you up. That's it, kid. That's what
Isn't
it's
Smiling
all
Jack like an
about right
actual
there.
character?
Oh yeah.
Setting?
Alright, they straight up talk about him. I will say, I remember there's like some controversial stuff. Because it was like an edition, I forget if it was 20th or if it was 5e, where they had, or it was like a 5e spinoff, where they had Smiling Jack in it, and everyone, like, it was weirdly out of character.
But like he's like an original, like he's not original to this video game. He's like actually from the book.
He's a character.
Oh, by the way.
And you know who else is not exclusive to the video game?
You said the Therese sisters, or
Nope. Well, here's the thing. They were made in this game, and they got carried over into 5e.
wait, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I want to say, but yeah, they were made for this game, and they were brought over to the. But the one who was like not exclusive was, I forget his name. He's voiced by Yara Bulgra. He's the book guy.
It'll come to you eventually.
I forget. He's the guy who turns into like a wolf at the beginning.
Oh, the guy with the glasses.
Yeah, he's like a thing where he goes around, and the only reason why we know so much about how vampires work is because of his research.
Oh, by the way, Con, do you want to see who the most powerful hunter is?
Yes.
Okay, so AC showed me this guy. This is Caiaphas Smith. These are two very different feeling images.
I feel like I've seen the first image. Like I've seen that
That's on the
man.
wiki.
No. I mean more like I've seen that man in real life before.
That is the most generic looking old man I've
I
ever seen. Except the one that looks like it's out of a manga.
I like the more black and white ink illustration a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, he looks like Bato almost from Ghost in the Shell a little.
It reminds me more of like a older like character from like The Crow or like from a historical drawing. But
I don't know which one I like more, because the one on the right that's on the right, the illustration looks more badass. But the painting, like him just being an old dude, like a very serious looking old dude with a stake in a book, it's just really funny.
yeah, so the reason why he's so powerful, he's what we call you know what, Will, I might explain that later. Actually, no, I'll explain it now. He's what we call an independent ghoul. You know how a ghoul is in the vampire world?
We should probably explain the concept. John, do you know what a ghoul is in World of Darkness and Vampire the Masquerade and all that?
Not necessarily.
Okay, it's a servant of a vampire.
Okay.
That's basically a human that's addicted to vampire blood. Alright, go on,
Like
AC.
a wall.
Yeah, that's all.
I took a bite. I took a bite of food.
Oh, he's taking a bite, people. He's draining the blood of a victim right now.
No,
He's eating me. Right now, I am in his grasp. He's got them fangies out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually eating a chunk. Anyway. Okay, so, Con, ghouls have a little thing given to them called vampire vitae. It's vampire blood. It is something that, according to older versions, and this is the interpretation I'm still gonna go with, is the most addicting thing in the world. More addicting than heroin. Heroin doesn't even come close. And when you sip vampire vitae, you get super strength and like superhuman abilities, and you also don't age if you've been sipping on the stuff. And if you get it from a vampire directly, like if a vampire gives it to you, in the older edition, it's not like this in 5e. You could pick they could pick a discipline, which is a vampire-like ability that they could inherit to you. And although an independent, so basically it's someone who's addicted to like vampire blood, but they also have super strength and don't age. An independent ghoul is somebody who's been able to get vampire blood, but they're not enthralled to any particular vampire. They're just getting their hands on it. Caiaphas Smith is someone is an independent ghoul. He's someone who hunts vampires, but whenever he gets his hands on them, he basically captures them, and he drains their blood, drinks it, gets all the strength and de-aging properties, and he keeps fighting. But because supply is not regular for him, that's why he looks old.
Okay.
And that's why, even though he looks like he's in his 70s, he's actually 204 years old, and he's a lot stronger than most people in their physical peak.
It's actually kind of weird because it says like there's two ages on here. That's so one is 204 years old and the other is 199 years old. I don't know the deal with that. But same ballpark.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, go ahead. I was also wanted to say, Con, if you want to answer to the drunkenness level, I have drinking about a water bottle size of rum. As in, literally, I had rum in a water bottle.
Oh, so spooky. No wonder I choose the color of my cape.
Wait, an entire water bottle's worth?
All
Yeah,
right,
it's
now, you
not
got the
actually that
blood,
much.
you're feeling all kick-ass, feeling better than your best day living, but wait, it gets better. All kindred, that's a
I worry about you,
for
Bone.
vampire. All kindred
That's,
have good things in common.
God, something just cracked my
Set
back.
them right
Don't
square
do
with
that.
humans on the food chain.
Tell me this tale.
Like sharper senses, a body that can take
Let
a
that be
beating,
my kidney.
and if you play your cards right, eternal life. That's no sure bet, but still a chance at immortality's not a bad deal. And that's just for starters. Fringe benefits for joining the club.
Oh
You
no.
see, aren't all vampires like just straight up damned?
Oh yeah.
Like they're just guaranteed for hell.
Mm-hmm.
Man, God really did good by his people, huh?
Yeah.
With the whole Cain thing.
Even though there's a lot of vampires who are embraced without consent, yeah, it's still damned.
Yeah, fuck them.
Are you the most devout? Are you the most devout, like, holy worshiper of God ever, and you love the man? Oh, and what's that? You got embraced straight to hell. Don't matter.
Well, wait, there is like a stat, isn't there, where you can, like, basically divine yourself back to humanity?
You have to increase humanity, and it's a little thing called Golconda, but it's very vague because, like, it's explicitly according to any information up to the storyteller, which is the Vampire the Masquerade
Beckett, that was his
equivalent of
name.
DM.
You were thinking of Beckett, that guy.
Beckett, yeah, he's Ken.
Yeah, I don't think he's done anything with Golconda, but whenever you were mentioning research, I was like, yeah, that was the...
My lifeline will go on forever.
Well, you can still be destroyed, but forget the books and the movies. Garlic, it's worthless. A cross? Pfft, shove it right up their ass. A steak? Only if it catches you in the heart, and then it just paralyzes you. Running water? That's no problem. I bathe. Occasionally. Now, a shotgun blast to the head. Oh, that's trouble, boy. Fire? That's real trouble. Sunlight? Well, you catch a sunrise and it's all over, kiddo. Get it?
Wait, a shotgun blast to the head will kill me? Oh no!
So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I really like the line where he says like a cross shoved up their ass. It's a great line.
Dear
I know what's
shit.
funny about that
Cross, shove it up their ass.
What's funny about that?
is that like the only time with like
It's like the
only time a cross is a problem is
what
with
is
True
that commercial
Face.
which starts off with that one commercial. Fuck you,
Like-
Baltimore.
Wait, like True Face for the vampire? Like the
Well, okay, no.
vampires that?
For the hunter, if a hunt because some hunters can get access to a thing called True Faith, and that's if they super actually worship the god, where they get like some weird shit.
Oh, like God's like, okay, this guy is for real. I'm gonna supercharge that cross. I'm gonna give that cross death beams.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of the explanation why a fight is the way it is later on.
There's actually a kind of thing in Warhammer like that, where there's a bunch of super believers, but then you have the sororitas, which are doing literal miracles. Because the Emperor just really is down with the sororitas.
Though most normal people don't have True Faith, so that's why you're told not to really worry about a cross too much. Is because like 99% of like people are not True Faith hunters.
You see, they believe in their god, not the god.
No, it's not that. It's they don't believe in the god hard enough. They aren't trying hard enough. If they were real True Faith believers, which is where the name comes from, they would get powers. You guys just haven't been trying hard enough.
You see, this reminds me a lot of those, like, faith healer people. It's like, oh, your kid died. You didn't believe in God hard enough.
Oh no! Death seals the deal forever. Here. Even with vampires, when you're dead, you're fucked. Like a bad sunburn.
Okay, now. The fuck is this?
I like that hiss that he does. It's like the vampires still do hissing.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna wait until the game shows them. I'm going in. But here's the explanation for this. Oh no. There we go. Okay, so here's the weird thing. The jump feels floaty because when you hold down spacebar, right?
Yeah.
It does a long jump, which it propels you up, right?
Oh, I forgot about that sound effect. That sound effect just triggered a memory.
Oh fuck, it did.
Whoa. Is that a thing from the mod? I don't remember that.
Nope.
Whenever I played Monkey.
That's a Malkavian. I think that's a Malkavian thing.
Because whenever I first played this game, I actually first played Malkavian, and then I stopped playing somewhere in, and then years later I picked it back up as Toreador.
Okay, so here's the thing with long jump. It's kind of weird, but if you tap the spacebar, it does a normal source jump. Meaning, if you bind it to like scroll wheel, it'll only do the normal jump and not the long jump, which also means that you can bunny hop in this game.
But also, AC, how does it feel after playing iDevice Cybermancy to finally be able to jump normally? Because of
It feels
the
good.
Stay away from the windows. Oh, it's a Sabbat raid.
Oops.
The Sabbat, they're, Christ, I was hoping to spare you this shit till later. The Sabbat, well, they're mostly mindless, bloodthirsty assholes. That's all you need to know for now, alright?
Where does this path lead?
The Sabbat got wind of the gathering here, so they figured they'd raise a little hell and put a little heat on the new prince.
Oh no. Not food. No, I
Oh,
spit.
oh, he's eating me again. He's taking a nibble. He's got my wrist this time.
Seriously, Bone, I do genuinely worry about you, man.
God, I'm having fun. We're playing the
That's
vampire
fine.
game.
Listen, I would be concerned if he was like, okay, I just did a pound of PCP.
What?
I mean, granted, I feel like if I came in here, I was like, I just did a whole pound of cocaine. I think people would be like, yeah, he's joking. Ain't no way he's actually on it.
Totally. I don't
More concerning
have the
than that
angel
once-
dust right here next to. Yep. No, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm
Oh,
good. I'm good.
I'm really good.
Oh. Now here's. Tell me the just difference.
No time for political rundown. Job one, get out of here alive. Sabat might be mindless, but they hit like a Mack truck, like raging savages. Nothing a fledgling like you wants to mess with.
If not the sword.
Shh. Heads up. Back away.
Oh god, that looks awful. Oh, that looks awful. The bullets are coming out of his chest.
Son werewolves!
No,
Not
those aren't
werewolves. You wouldn't know if it was a werewolf. Those are just ghost wolves.
That's a gangrel thing. The wolf, like gangrel vampires can turn into wolves. They can summon wolves.
They turn to diet. They can turn into diet werewolves too.
Bastards. All right, we gotta vamoose out the back quick. I'll stay and keep a watch out. You get us into the office. The door's around the corner here.
I should have invaded this orifice. Now, okay, now that I have a room to breathe, I'm going to explain what the Sabat are.
Okay.
The Sabat, there's kind of multiple goals of the Sabat. Three things, three goals. One, mainly, Sabat, the Camarilla believes that vampires have to hide in plain sight from humans. And Sabat believe that they are supreme and they are better than humans in every single way. So why should they bow down to humans? The Sabat does not believe in masquerade. They're very open, they mow people down, and they're active threat to both anarchs and Sabat. Not Sabat and Camarilla.
John, do you know what an anarch is? John? Do you know what an anarch is?
Like an anarch vampire.
Are you hearing me?
Sorry, I was eating.
Oh, she's now biting me.
Uh,
Oh no.
Anyway,
Biting you.
let's explain more about the Sabat. Because Sabat believe themselves to be like superior to humans in every way. So they believe that humans should just be cattle and all that. So basically they're the supreme beast. But another thing of theirs is that they believe in hunting down and eliminating something and diablerizing something called an antediluvian. An antediluvian is like some of the first generations of vampires, the real old ones, the real powerful ones.
AC, I think you just used the term she's not gonna know. You said diablerize.
Oh yeah, whoops. Long story short, diablerie is vampire drinks the blood of another vampire, gets the powers. Camarilla considers it a no-no. Anyway, they believe in and also killing the antediluvians because it is prophesied an event known as Gehenna, which is the vampire apocalypse of when the antediluvians wake up and they just feast upon the blood of all vampires. And there are various antediluvians, but there's rumors about them. However, there is rumors that there is an actively alive Zamishi antediluvian underneath New York that is
What's a Zamishi?
Oh fuck. I have to explain that. Zamishi is like okay, so think a Hellraiser vampire. Basically a vampire that can but they get a special thing that lets them shape flesh. You know, they get their bonus thing is that they can manipulate flesh into living beings and all that. So they can either use it for I don't know, maybe changing their appearance and changing their bodies to just be a little bit different in the way they'd want to, or they turn themselves into fucking Cenobite Hellraiser creatures, and they turn people into people's spinal cords into lawn chairs.
Wait, I found a thing on ArtStation. Here's some Samishi by William Hoagland Mayer.
I will say,
Loving
no,
left
this
the
is
Google
from-
over here.
No, wait, okay, yeah, it is from ArtStation.
yeah. I will say though, like the thing about Samishi is that they believe they're like flesh grafting, and that's their big discipline. So they can basically, and although there's some that use it mainly for like, there's some that use it for surgery. A lot of times they basically use it to turn people into minions of like a horrible like body horror monsters. And also, this other than the Tremere, the Zamishi is the worst kind of vampire to be ghouled by. Because if you're a Zamishi ghoul, they kinda do shit to you.
Well, yeah, with how ancient these dudes look, I'm pretty sure that they do something to you on par with what could happen in War of Hammer.
Oh, they're not.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
not. Zamishi are not ancient. They are very much still around and kicking. It's just they're able to warp their bodies however they please.
They want to look like that?
Yep.
Some of them do. Some of them just use. Some of them just use it to like change their appearance, and some use it to like help transition and all of that, because like normal human like medication doesn't really work as much on vampires.
That's fair.
And some of which use it for evil. A lot of times, a lot of them are reclusive and will basically just become fucked up Hellraiser monsters. Some real Clive Barker shit. But
I'm down with the Clive Barker shit.
Yeah, here's
No.
some
Yeah.
official art.
they're still around. But but yeah. So the Samishi though, I mentioned the Samishi antediluvian
Oh yeah, I fucks with that.
because there is oh. Yeah, I think that's from the rule book. That's some in fact, I
Yeah,
think
all these are from the actual books.
I'm pretty sure like the top two are
Pretty sure that
Samishi
last one you just
ghouls.
posted is my sleep paralysis demon.
But a thing about Samishi is that as I was explaining earlier, is that there are rumors and some stories of a Samishi antediluvian, meaning one of the first Samishis, and because they're closer to Cain, generation-wise, they're a lot more powerful. There's rumors of a Samishi antediluvian under New York, who is not only under New York, but is not asleep, and is essentially a vampire gravemind.
Wait, Con, are you familiar with the concept of? Well, actually, I don't even know if she's gonna know Gravemind, but are you familiar with how vampires are connected to Cain?
Yeah.
There you are.
Yes.
I think I explained it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll just say really quick for maybe someone who catches this video who doesn't know. Long story
They
short.
should not be watching this video.
Oh yeah, good fucking point. Yeah, but also but yeah, there's rumors of like. Wait, I want to double check. Do you know what the Gravemind is from Halo?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's rumors of like a antediluvian Samishi that's pretty much like that underneath New York. In fact, I think there's a book where Beckett interviewed a guy that claimed to have personally witnessed it, who had to rip his own arm off so he wouldn't be assimilated by it.
So it looked like this.
I'm sorry, I'm
Think
choking.
that, but redder and more like meat.
Wait, does this thing have an image that you're talking about? Is there like art of that?
This was like described in text, so there's no. I don't think there's even like any official artwork for it.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I gotta get some mouthwash.
Sorry, I I was actually choking on something. I'm good now.
I guess like that's kind of the thing where
But yeah, and I know the story about the tore his arm clean off so he wouldn't be converted.
yeah. But yeah, I think it was like a brief. I think like it was a brief expert because World of Darkness did a book on Gehenna, but they had multiple interpretations on how it would happen, so players could pick which Gehenna happened.
That's pretty cool.
And I think the New York Samishi one was a Gehenna option. Which it's really funny to me, which makes it extra funny when like I'm looking at videos of Hunter, and it's like, oh, it's this ghost. It's like, oh, here's a spooky ghost outhouse, and I'm like, there are vampires that have turned people into fucking lawn chairs, and like Eldritch and like Clive Barker monsters. Like, it's kind of like funny hearing about ghosts in a world where like mages and aliens exist and vampires and zombies, just straight up zombies. Also, do you know what a revenant is?
I forget what you said it was.
Basically, a revenant is a ghoul who is able to produce their own vampire blood to supply themselves with.
Man, that's a good deal. I can just make heroin.
Sure. Nicely done, though. Not exactly an angel in life, were you?
Like, I remember, like, I think, like, a more common type of revenant, though, is the Samishi one. And, like, although they do produce their own, like, their own blood and all that, because they're, like, the result of a Samishi, they're still, like, kind of fucked up body horror things.
I really find the concept, so one of the game systems is Prometheus the Created, which is pretty neat. It's like you can play, basically the players play as Frankenstein monster kind of situations where they're kind of homunculus, not homunculus, but like well, I guess kind of they're like artificial humans that are I guess, as I understand, are trying to fit into the world and become more human, but their souls are like fucked up, and it naturally drives people away from them to hate them.
Yeah.
Something like that. I got that from somebody else.
Kindred Kane. Something like that. But here's the weird thing about revenants: despite the fact they can produce their own vampire bloods, and despite like they're called revenants, they're still like living creatures still. They're not like undead.
Wait, really?
And they can sexually reproduce.
Oh.
And they also have the supernatural powers that comes from the Mark of Cain, along with some of the curses. And basically, a revenant's body can produce a weak vampire-like vitate, which sustains their bodies far beyond human lifespans. Although not immortal, they can live up to be hundreds of years old. Though here's the thing: revenants. The drawback is revenants are something that were made by Samishi.
Oh.
Like, they are like if you want to be a revenant, you would have to be a Samishi ghoul. Which probably means enduring some not great things happening to your body.
Yeah. Also, something I'm surprised about is that this setting has aliens.
I mean, the aliens come from Mage, but yeah, they're there.
Which actually might be from the new World of Darkness, also known as, what is it? World of something. There's like
End of World of Darkness?
No, it's something else.
Chronicles of Darkness.
Chronicles of Darkness, which is apparently a reboot and not connected.
No, I think aliens are from WoD, straight up. They're from Mage.
Well, I think Mage the Ascension is actually from Chronicles of Darkness.
I want to say there's Mage the Awakened, and that was the Chronicles version? Mage Meiji
What's the-
Ascension.
What's the one that the Alpha Busa guys are doing?
They're doing 20th edition of normal WoD. They're not doing Chronicles of Darkness. They're just doing 20th edition of.
I thought they were doing Mage the something.
Oh, they're doing Meiji Ascension.
Okay, I'm almost sure that I read that was Chronicles of Darkness setting.
Nah.
There is a Chronicles of Darkness mage, I think, and I think that's. Nah. Okay, there is a Meiji. I think they're using Meiji Ascension 20th anniversary. It's a revised core rulebook for classic World of Darkness setting.
This is fucking stupid. Trying to figure out what is what.
You are drunk.
No, this is gone. Like we're talking about like trying to figure out which Mage the So there's World of Darkness and there's Chronicles of Darkness. Chronicles of Darkness is a reboot that uses a lot of similar things, but it is essentially a new world. It is a new setting. And like I'm hearing like, oh, Mage the Ascension is from Chronicles of Darkness, but not this one though.
Okay, so Mage is just from Classic WoD. Meiji Ascension's Classic WoD. Classic World of Darkness.
Alright, I'll take your word on it. Until I look it up. I'm currently looking up.
I was
just
looking
giving
it
me
up
some
on my
issues.
phone, which means I have to go to fandom like without an ad block, and going to fandom without ad block is a fucking mistake because Jesus Christ, that fandom site is fucking abysmal. Like any like up inspiring people wanting to make their website, don't use fandom. That shit's ass.
Okay. Oh, I guess it's Mage the Awakening. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Chronicles of Darkness.
Mage Awakening. Knew it.
You were right. You did it. What the fuck is Deviants the Renegades?
I forget what that is. Deviant.
You woke up different. Someone changed you. On a slab, an operating table, an altar. By luck or fate, you escaped. Hunted by your creators, they hold all the cards, and it seems they might recapture you. Except, what they don't understand, they've stoked the fires of vengeance. What they did wasn't right. What they don't know is that now you're hunting them.
I've never fucking heard of Deviant.
Okay,
until-
wait. Deviant the Renegades presents a game where the victims of experiments band together to bring down the monolithic organizations that twisted and warped them. Alright, that sounds cool.
I'm looking at this and because like unad blocked like fandom, this fucking dog shit. I can't. I haven't. And even without that, I can't see the images of what deviants look like.
I don't think they have images. Like this seems. I think this might have been like a small book.
They have a cover, and holy fucking shit, I would not want to be a deviant.
Oh, wait, Deviant the Renegade books.
I'll post it in.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay, so it's like genetic deviation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I may be trying to work on something that kind of has a similar concept.
Uh.
Who knows if it'll get made, but I'm sure trying.
I'm really wanting to go ahead and get some other kind of creepy stuff all over the place. At least trying to draw scarier stuff. This could be up my alley.
What is the mummy stuff? Like, there's a bunch of mummy stuff. What is like the?
Oh,
thing about
mummies are fucking weird because here's the
Tell
thing
me
about
the mummy.
the mummies are like weirdly powerful. Like mummies can have cults that have vampires and werewolves working for them.
Oh.
Mummies are fucking. I was like, someone's like, you should put a mummy in a campaign to be cool. I'm like, that sounds cool. And I did research into like what a mummy is and how fucking like nuts they are, and I'm like, oh.
Is
like,
this like a final boss level thing?
It is almost like a final. I would almost say, like, if I put this in the campaign, I would have to rework the entire like idea I had for it.
I'm not used to mummies being more than zombies with wrappings. What's the deal with mummies?
They're They're basically created by a spell of life. They're divided into 4 dynasties, and all that. And while most of these mummies are created to serve the force of balance, are enacted for devotees or elaterate, normally zealous, formal forces formal war against Set and Opothis are now references the Shimsu Heru, followers of Horus, and supposedly adherents to the Code of Horus. And not all mummies, however, were or are descended from Egyptian undying, nor did they all serve the region's cause or will of Horus themselves. Much like the Kafakoka, which originated in South America, and the Wutian, which originated from China, they're deeply engaged in their own machinations.
Wait, what was it about China?
China has their own mummies.
Oh.
Some of them work directly under Horus. So, like, Horus is a thing. Apparently he's an enemy of Set, who is an antediluvian.
Of course Set is an anti-Diluvian.
In fact, there's an entire vampire clan that are just Set worshippers.
Of course.
Like, he's his own thing. Like, let me go to, like, the actual, like... no, that's enough. Not in that channel.
I've heard some weird things about the new Hunter the Reckoning as well. It seems like people don't quite like it because it feels more like a different Hunter book called Hunter the Hunted, as well as a bit of another version of Hunter the Vigil.
That's the weird thing. When it comes to WAD books, it's the one of the time where there's like more people who are like against the newer stuff, even more than D&D. Oh, shit, wrong button.
Now, if you want a lesson on how really not to act, take notes from those Sabat assholes. You're a big bad vampire. Yeah, great, congrats. Now keep it to yourself. You go roar and you beat your chest, and that's what you can expect.
Why need we hide our nature?
It's the same reason you don't let humans see you feeding. It's why the wolf doesn't want the sheep to know he's there. It's also why you don't go juggling dumpsters or outrun the 815 from Sacramento, and it's why you didn't know any of this when you woke up this morning.
My eyes are beginning to open.
Keep our secret, and you make things easier on all of us. We're living in the age of cell phone cameras. Fuck-ups ain't tolerated. Makes sense enough, right? Well, it ain't a casual thing for a fledgling like you.
My mind is beating cloud. Should I know I didn't explain?
That party back there with the guy in the suit and the Magilla Gorilla? The assholes that put your sire to death? That's the Camarilla. They make a tidy business out of enforcing vampire laws like this one. Alright, now don't worry, because I know the area a little, and you know what? I'm glad we're in this situation, you and I. It illustrates a point. You gotta utilize your surroundings.
Paint me a picture.
You do what you gotta do. Theft, destruction of property, breaking and entering. These will be the least of your sins before the night's out. So look around here. We gotta get out the back there through that magnetically sealed door. There must be a key someplace.
I shall seek this key.
So what were we talking about before?
Mummies. And I've discovered that there's an entire game dedicated to it. Mummy the Resurrection.
Oh wait, actually I think I was talking about Hunter the Vigil and Hunter the Hunted being like more like the current Hunter the Reckoning and that upsetting people or something?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about that? Did you look into those systems?
Oh yeah. I looked into the 5e system and all that. I haven't looked into the actual nitty-gritty of the other ones. But I do know, here's some things to know about 5e. It's a little bit more it's more streamlined because it's a newer one. but also there's some stuff that got cut. There's a hunter...
Like the imbued?
Like the imbued. And a big part of the imbued is that they hear a voice in their head. And that's what awakens them to the hunt. And it drives them mostly insane a lot of times. Because hearing a voice in your head isn't exactly going to keep you cool. However, apparently some of these elements were tied to an element of the World of Darkness called the Kuei Jin.
Really? They're bringing the Kuei Jin into that?
Yeah, the Kuei Jin were like a little evolved, which is why they're not in 5e.
Alright, well, I heard like the imbued were like the main characters of the Hunter the Reckoning system. Like, are you guaranteed to be an imbued, or is that like just an option?
It's weird, like some are imbued and some aren't. Basically, I think like here's the thing, imbued were like the protagonists of the older version of Hunter. Like, they're ordinary humans, and they awaken through the presence of supernatural monsters through contact with messengers. And, basically, a messenger, like, they get awakened to the supernatural hunt through messengers and all that, and that's how they become. For most imbued, the hunt begins at their, otherwise normal experience, as I did at the office, just, stuff like that. But the potential hunter's life changes when they hear the voice of the messengers, uttering a single short phrase that focused their attention as the true world was revealed to them. An office worker may be revealed as a zombie, and whatnot. The mugger might be a vampire, so-called, and so forth. Basically, hunters debate why they're chosen by messengers, and if a messenger fails to answer the call of the hunt, they're known as bystanders. Hunter works very differently in 5e. Because in the older editions, all hunters are known as like the imbued. No, most like board game hunters are known as the imbued, so they have the messenger that calls them to hunt. And they are basically living under their conviction. There are two types of powers, their conviction and edges, where and their creeds involve like mercy, vision, and zeal. I think Vision was the one that got axed entirely because it had some Kuei Jin stuff involved, and Kuei Jin have just been removed from 5e entirely.
Is this why in Hunter the Parenting they make the joke that the Kuei Jin don't exist?
Yeah, because they got axed from 5e entirely.
That just occurred to me. Like the bit where they're saying the Kuei Jin don't exist. Yes, they do. It's like, well, I mean, they were in Bloodlines, but if they were just removed from 5e, I guess. I wonder if they're in. Wait, so are they also removed from 5e in Vampire?
Yep.
That's weird. I feel like the Kuei Jin were like a big thing.
They kind of were.
Like, I also saw a thing that like the concept of the imbued were also a bit controversial. Like, and I'll be real, yeah, I kind of think so too. I think that it's cooler that they're just
that they're just guys.
Yeah, although I mean, maybe you could still do that in old Hunter. I don't know. It reminds me of that part in the Mage actual plays that Alpha Abuse is doing, where like the guy that like sees the avatar, like the giant eldritch god.
But yeah, that's kind of the thing, is that like Hunter the Reckoning 5e works entirely different. Instead of imbued, and instead of being like you hear the message and you're about the call, what happens is you live your life and one of the bajillion things that are supernatural happens in front of you, and because you know that knowledge, you feel like you can't go back, so you become a hunter.
Yeah, it's basically what Ken went through in Hunter the Parenting. With like the vampire that was attacking the lady.
Yeah, something like that.
Which I think is a very cool concept.
And instead of convictions, they're called drives. And it's basically more of like your personality and what you have gives you bonuses. Like, for example, the entrepreneurial mindset gives you better at crafting and all that. While like inquisitive gives you better at like scholarship and stuff like that. And it's more like mindsets.
Something I found interesting about Hunter the Requiem is that they kept some of the old clans while also doing newer ones. Like Ventrue are still there, Malkavian are still there, Nosferatu are still there.
I will say, because Hunter the Reckoning 5e is told through the lens of a hunter, clans and vampire stuff don't get brought up. And and there's some of the monsters that I would call anomalies. Like, I forget his name, but there's a vampire who's immune to fire in there, just outright. And most vampire enemy, and the vampire, like, generic enemy doesn't have a weakness to fire listed.
Wait, is there like a secondary bestiary kind of thing in the book that I legally acquired?
Oh yeah, it's near like the end, and it's like a very bestiary stuff. And the bestiary includes ghost. For 5e includes ghosts, vampires, one of which is a totally not Samishi creation. It was made by a weird flesh grafting vampire. We don't know what vampire could do that.
Okay, so question: do you think I should look at the bestiary given my character, or do you think I should not look at it?
I think you specifically should look at it, kinda. But it's weird because there's one in it. I don't know if I want the others looking at it because there's one enemy I kind of want to use, and I want to keep him a secret.
Alright, is there,
But
I'll probably just look through
you
it.
can know the general basic. But I will say though, there's vampires, ghost, werewolf, and sorcerers. Funny enough.
Alternatively, you can just give me the list of the things to look up. If there might be ones that you might want to keep even me in the dark about.
Yeah. There's this, so I have to give you the list because there's one enemy I want to keep you in the dark about, but there's even like rogue sorcerer one. And you know what's weird about 5e? There's like there's like 15 like named encounters, and 5 of them are locked behind Mexico and the Philippines.
Oh. For those very specific playthroughs where you go on the road trip or the boat trip.
Which is funny because I'm like, I wanted to do a road trip across, I just wanted to do it across the United States. So if I wanted to have them, I would have to basically whitewash them.
How familiar are you with the Philippines? Are you confident you can represent the Philippines?
All I know is that there's a guy from the Philippines that draws Kobeni a lot, and I follow him, and that's the most I know about the Philippines.
Are you telling me you don't feel confident in representing the Filipino people? What? The Swagapinos themselves.
That I don't feel that's why I kind of wanted to keep the campaign inside the United States, because it would be territory I'd be comfortable with.
How confident are you in your Asian Spanish accent?
About as confident.
Tagalog.
About as confident as the Bloodlines VAs were in their Asian accents.
Also pretty confident.
So it's just I had the flashback.
Oh, the flashback to the video I sent you of the quest you missed.
Or more like a flash forward because this character isn't there yet.
Oh man, I love how they fucking did Chinatown. It's so fucked up.
It is the fucking worst. But like it's one of those.
It's kind of charming how fucked up it is. I feel like Roboot would love that place.
I
our only Asian guy here.
Say,
Oh, that is a good band name.
I'm not gonna front. I thought this was a character sheet for half a second.
Oh, by the way, do you want to go for another hour, I guess?
I know I didn't get very far, like, at all.
We had some good talk, though.
But we had a good time. I might go...
Do you want to try to get past the tutorial
and
end it there?
I'll just end it past the tutorial. How about that?
Alright.
What? You giving up? Look around a little, come on.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's top... Okay, this is actually my favorite way to do computer hacking in a game.
Oh, where you have to type it out. I'm a bit mixed. On one hand, it's pretty cool. On the other, it's worse.
It makes you actually kind of feel like it physically like feels like you're doing it. Like it's super immersive, and I would take it over Eye's hacking system any day.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna check out things.
Because like when you're actually typing it from the terminal, I will do this, dude.
The RPG, the active time RPG battle from I Divine Cyberpunk.
You mean the
hacking system?
They mean the fucking MMO combat, fucking.
It's not even MMO. It's like Final Fantasy style. It's like what was the thing that we were doing? Shield, overcharge attack, shield, overcharge attack.
It feels like
look how terrible that is.
It feels like an MMO rotation sometimes. Ooh. Man,
Fucking waste of unlife, these Sabat Vatos. You get winged? Hey, look at them potholes.
What does
Those will
Vato
close up
mean?
soon enough.
I think it's like I forgot.
There's someone down the stairs here. It's not the freshest catch, but he'll do.
Is blood have vintage? Bouquet?
Now, when it comes to feeding, it's quality blood you're looking for, not the quantity. Bums and lowlife don't pack the same punch that a healthy, well-bred human will. Juice bags with a pedigree. That's the good stuff. But you gotta take what you can get. You ever had a PhD, kid? Ooh, that's good stuff.
You don't want any of them whores.
Thirsty rarely avoids an oasis.
Remember what I said, though. Don't kill them. At least not the innocent ones. You're a monster now. Make no mistake. One of the damned and the fallen. You need to hold on to every last shred of humanity.
That's also kind of the funny thing. Wait, what if I drain him dry?
Innocent's an innocent. You kill one, even a worthless bum, even by accident, and it's gonna cost you a piece of your own humanity. Bring you closer to that beast you got welling up inside you.
That's kind of like the weird thing about wait, shit.
You wanted to give out your thought?
Yeah, I'll just get out my thought fully. Fuck it. That's the kind of the weird thing about vampires is that like, although there is like you don't have to be as morally fucked up against humans because you don't have to kill, because it's better off if you don't kill them. If you just drink enough, they just get by.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but it seems like the people don't mind. They tend to go into like a trance, I think. It's like holding a cat by the nape of the neck.
Yes, the dark beast coiled beneath the surface.
Beast, it's always there. It's waiting to take over. When it does, it's like a wild animal wearing your skin. Desperate, scared, reckless. He'll do anything to survive, and it's you that has to deal with the consequences.
What if a human tries to harm me?
I said innocent humans. If some asshole levels a 12 gauge your way, you drain him, skin him, and bash in his skull. Self-preservation is a vital part of humanity, after all. My favorite part, in fact.
Drain, skin, bash, and
The
dash.
only way to fight the beast is to keep in touch with your humanity, and don't go hungry. It's a fine line.
Such lines divide this world from the last.
All right, now go feed. Careful, though. He's gonna drain fast.
I really love the writing of this game. It's like Smiling Jack seems like a person. Like he doesn't seem like a trope. He seems like a person. Well, okay, he also is kind of a trope.
Not quite as good.
Yeah.
You can do worse. There's some rats down the way. You think I'm kidding? You can survive feeding on animals if you can stomach that kind of thing.
His neck tasted like your breath smells.
Hey, don't be rude.
Well, give it a try.
Well,
And a
maybe you should have
philosopher.
tasted better. Maybe you should have gotten a job.
Also,
Now that's some venture talk.
it's funny that with rats, you have to feed on them as Nosferatu. But as Venture, you can't do it. It will make you vomit.
Wait, I think you can still do it, can't you? Like, don't you get still blood? You just vomit, though? Like,
You
or
lose
get
the
nothing?
blood.
You lose the blood?
Yeah, you can't drink blood from homeless people or rats if you're Venture.
That's such a cool gimmick.
Oh no, I almost...
You
Oh,
almost Diablo-ized Smiling Jack!
No.
You rat sucker. Hey, I don't
Fuck
care what
you.
you do, but just so you know, polite vampire society looks down on that kind of thing.
etiquette demands he pass the salt for my rodent feast.
Keep it down. I got someone around the way here.
Only one?
Not too much of a threat by himself, but you never know if there's more in shouting range. You're gonna have to sneak past.
Where should I
The building
sneak?
across from us with the garage door. There's some double doors on the far side. I'll meet you inside. Just stay low and stick to the shadows. And don't let him see you.
Now you see me? Then you don't.
Alright, go.
Go on.
So, like, this Malkavian specifically is, like, particularly crazy, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's just, like,
compared to the others, yes.
I really wish there were more Malkavians in this just to get, like, the variety, because there's, like, 2 Malkavians. Yeah, we'll go with 2. You know, I'll try to keep some spoilers away from Con. I'll try to keep some. I think we can still talk about a lot, though. And, like, you do get the idea of, okay, Malkavians can talk, but it's like, I feel like I don't really get a good representation of them. I forgot, there's like a little meter that says how hidden you are. I assume that's what that number was.
Keep it
What,
quiet
huh?
inside here. Seems that shovelhead outside just got separated from his pack. Wounded too. Go take care of him. Don't worry. He's probably greener than you.
How could you see his change from here?
Sabat, you see, they don't have the most rigorous training program. In fact, that poor sod is lucky if he knows he's a vampire.
My own green paint's still fairly
Probably
fresh.
just turned and beaten over the head. They like to do that. Make shock troops, cannon fodder, put him out of his misery.
I don't know, if he's damned, that's not putting him out of his misery.
Ashes and ashes, dust
He
to
is
dust.
a vampire, so be ready.
Vampire or no, he meets his
Go
maker.
at him.
Kidding.
Oh, I thought that was a tooth for a second, it was a fist.
Ah, legs.
Also, something I find crazy is still that there's been no spiritual successor to this game. There's like a void out there. Like a void just ready. Like a power vacuum kind of void. Where like any indie developer or even a bigger developer to just make a Vampire Secret Society
Sounds like we
RPG.
got another pack moving in, though.
And nobody does it.
Sabat are going all out.
At this point, it's fine
All
to
right,
me.
get down into the basement through the grate in there. Keep that tire iron handy. I'll be there in a
Why are
minute.
you seeing spots?
No, wait for you. I'll wait. I will not wait for you.
Like
That was blood
within-
buff.
Like within that void in the market, there is a giant table, and on that table lies hundreds of $100 bills, thousands of $100 bills. Oh,
Stop! You! Just stay back. Keep your distance. Now, who the hell are you? You involved in all this?
This
'Cause
is
I'm
a
gonna
weird
radio
voice.
this in, and SWAT will be all over this place.
feels like somebody's on the wrong mic.
I can intimidate him. I can convince him. I can seduce him, or I can.
Can you seduce him? Is that something you can do, or is it something that will fail?
I think I can do all of these. If it's even an option, I think it succeeds.
I really want to see you try to seduce this guy.
Thank you. Look,
Wait, what
sir,
did you even
I
say?
don't know what you want.
I think it was like fearful men make me like hot on the outside or some shit like that. So can we go now?
Yeah, okay. All right. This way. This will lead us up to the warehouse. We can maybe sneak out that way.
I don't remember this guy.
I don't remember him either. It sounds like he's on the wrong mic. Like, it sounds like he's on a different mic from everybody else.
Follow me not if you want to live.
Like, it was very guy they had in the office at the time sounding.
Watch that be like some wires crossed and he wasn't even supposed to be here.
Not sure what's going on. Sounds like the Sabat's getting sketchy.
Hey, did you check out our cop friend?
Going forward here.
Yeah, we have a cop friend now.
Mess of 'em
He's
all
over.
up.
Cop, huh? Seems less human than even I am. I'm fucking
I have a
undead.
boyfriend. I have a boyfriend now.
What fun then. Blood buff. I know what my disciplines do.
I forgot about the, like, lock-picking thing and how you can see your, like, nasty hand.
I want to save blood though, so I'm just gonna.
Oh. Is there a dodge button?
No. I think. Okay, so I think what's supposed to happen.
Oh, they force you to do it.
Oh god, what the fuck? God damn it. It makes you go through the whole fight too?
Can you guard?
No, I don't think you can, no.
Oh, because I saw him do like a block. But I thought I did.
Okay.
Did you forget how to get out?
Wait, what the fuck?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to leave.
Oh, wait, Jack. Do you have something to say?
I think they're clearing
Oh.
out. There's no need to go stirring up the hornet's nest till we know the score, though. Head through here. Come to an elevator around the way.
Until our next encounter at the elevator.
Meet you there. Don't let them catch you.
I'll do the fishing.
I remember there was like a phase in my life where I was like, it was like right next to my weep phase where I was really into vampire media. I was really desperate for like a good vampire game, and there were like none. Like no, like I found no good vampire game. I kept on seeing things like Legacy of Kain and Vampire Reign, and I was like, oh, these aren't exactly what I'm looking for. And also there's this game called Vampire: The Masquerade Bloodlines, but this has like the icky old-looking polygons. That doesn't look good. Little did I know that would have become my hyperfixation if I played that during that phase of my life. Like, this is the exact game I was looking for.
Oh god damn it! And what? With level 1, you'll. What was that?
What was that noise?
Must have been
The
the wind.
Man, look at them big punchy fists. What the fuck is with his giant mitts?
Probably some like either he was a gangrel or probably some poor gangrel that got Diablerized by him.
Wait, do gangrels have big fucking meat mitts?
They can mutate themselves to be that.
Really?
I
Oh, that's icky. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like how big his mitts are. The giant Popeye hand.
I think it's some weird Sabat shit because I know like a lot of time like Kamaro's the only time where like the clan like Vitae's like distinctly their clan. A lot of Sabat are what are called attribute, where it's like a mix.
So what are you trying to do right now?
Sneak past them using this obfuscate. Because the tutorial keeps sending me fucking back.
So why are you standing still?
Because it doesn't work when I move.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, now. Okay, he's not looking.
Wait for him to do like a full like cycle.
Alright, now. Ah. Man, you have to be quick on that.
If this keeps going like this, I might just no clip through the boxes.
You know what? No clip is totally fine in this game. There is no shame in no clipping in this game. This game is busted. It's fantastic, but it's also busted. Here, you could probably just try tailing him. Whenever he gets really close. Now, do it.
Damn it, no.
Okay, so if he touches you, will it trigger?
That's fine. Or he walks around me.
Alright, now.
Damn it, no, I accidentally used that more.
Do you have to use it on both of them?
Malkavians, the way their spell work, are a lot like stealthier.
It feels weird.
Oh, I have to use mass hallucination.
It feels weird you can snap the neck of a vampire.
I mean, I am one.
No, it's like just... It feels weird that that's like a thing. Like breaking the neck bones can affect a vampire. Did you do it?
For some reason, I can't recast it. I think the spell bugged. Fuck it.
Oh, good thing the other guy is fucking off. Can you do it again? Oh, you said you could. Oh.
Come on, trigger the stealth attack. Trigger it.
Oh, I think it's too late. I think he sees you.
No, it would have an exclamation mark. Why is he walking towards me? It makes...
The AI is fucked.
Yeah, I should have expected that. Hey, this is the source engine. Remember, use the art physics puzzle, even though this is a version of it before Half-Life 2.
Well, this is less a physics puzzle and more just a general stealth mechanic. it that with the Sabbat existing in the way they do, how is it that humans have not caught wind of vampires?
A lot of times it's covered up as like either general gang violence or like and whatnot. Though the Camarilla usually is able to take care of them fairly quickly sometimes. It's weird.
Because it feels like they're just going, hey, we're vampires, motherfuckers!
I think
protecting their turf. Oh, man. I'm here thinking it's Sabbat moving up in here. It's the fucking locals about to take one for the hood.
yes, the locals and their weirdly long appendages.
Wait, was he talking about them? I thought
No, he's talking about the guys up past the elevator.
Oh, okay.
Do we like these locals?
Yeah, they probably seen too much. Here, take this 38. Fucking pea shooter, but a few shots in it will take down a human.
These kind of peas are undoubtedly heavy.
Well, I'm gonna want it back, so don't go die and lose it. I don't use guns much. They're noisy, they're clumsy, practically useless against vampires, but still, a kindred's gotta keep up with the times. And in modern-day Los Angeles, that means coming strapped.
I sound foolish and feeble.
Well, yeah, some are more lethal than others, of course. Watch out for those shotguns. Ouch, those things can smart.
Wait, shotguns are lethal? I'll make sure to bypass any
Head
boomsticks.
up, clear out what's left of them. Can't have them running their mouths about any of this. I gotta make sure there's no stragglers around outside.
I'll do this, dude. One thing that weirded me out about Bloodlines as well, combat-wise, is that this gun's weaker than a Glock.
Why is that weird?
Because in most games, the Glock is the fucking pea shooter.
Well, the thing is, like, revolvers are weird because revolvers are either the pathetic gun or they are the hand cannon. Because you can fit basically any caliber into a revolver.
I've heard like revolvers that are basically called the katanas of gun.
That's a good line. I like that.
It was like a whole thread being like, yeah, they're the katanas of.
Hey, stop!
You know, weirdly enough, this looks more like Postal 2 than anything.
Well, they are both Source, right?
Weirdly enough, Postal 2 wasn't Source.
What?
Postal 2 wasn't Source. That was on. It was a very early Unreal.
No.
Ooh, no, I.
Is that your health on the right?
No, that's my blood on the right.
Okay, your blood is not your health. Is the blue your health?
Blue's my health.
Okay.
That's it, kiddo. Just like that, and it's all over. Everyone slinks back to their corners of the city for the night.
Surely this blood drama
Till
continues.
the next night, when the Camarilla finds some way to strike back, parry, dodge, spin, and all that, and so on and so on and so on.
I wish I could parry. That would be cool. These are nightly battles in this ancient
Well,
game.
to be honest, you came at an interesting time, let's say. The Camarilla, the Sabbat. Well, in LA, these are the new kids on the block. There's already plenty of kindred had stakes down in California long before them. Now, we got every ancient kindred rivalry playing out all over the city. A lot of tension out there. A lot of fear. A lot of jittery, high-strung predators clinging to their little pieces of eternity.
Now every ancient one is coming, except the Set worshippers and the Lilithites and the
In La Sombra.
and La Sombra.
There's no La Sombra.
La Sombra don't exist. Shut up. Quajan are real though.
Yeah,
I
Quajan
think
are
they're
real.
looking for you outside. Guess you got a cab to catch. Was hoping to fill you in on a little bit more, but
Well, I always wondered why La Sombra weren't in VT. Actually, wait. I wonder why
What
they
are
aren't.
the La Sombra again? I forget.
They're the shadow vampires, and you think of the ones that don't show up on cameras. That's La Sombra.
I assume it's just straight up. Well, we
you make it
wrote
back,
what we
stop in at
wrote.
the last
We
round.
couldn't fit it all in.
downtown here.
We'll do that in the
Fill you in on the
DLC.
politics.
We'll do that on the
That's the stuff that'll
expansions.
kill you.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. I think Lasombra or the vampires that don't have reflections or show up on camera, like they're that kind of vampire.
I hurt myself whenever I talked about the expansions for this game.
It hurt me a bit. Lasombra, there. Imagine if like Ventru were like shadow people, and because imagine if like imagine stealthy Ventru. That's a stealthy Ventru with shadow powers.
I'm gonna look up if this game's an immersive sim.
Although all the immersive sim like places call this game a definitive one.
I'll say. So, do you want to call it there? Do you want to save?
I'll call it there, but I want to say a fun fact. I remember being like, why don't I have any money? And I never opened this to get the money envelope my first playthrough.
Oh wow.
I made sure to get the blood from the fridge though. Also,
Okay, so what makes this an immersive sim? Because as I understand, like you have one direction to go.
I mean, here's the thing. Immersive sims like are also like kind of like story-wise linear, but it's more of I think it's more of like the way you can like approach something multiple ways, like being able to talk your way into a place or shoot it up or use disciplines or go stealth. It's a very, very vague genre.
Boy, is it.
Listen,
I still don't know how System Shock is a fucking or even System Shock 2 is an immersive sim.
I know people in here, specifically LaRouche, that's like immersive sim's not a real genre.
Yeah, I'm almost tempted to say it's not a real genre. It's a vibe at most.
I think it's I'm of the opinion where it's a vibe. That's where I'm at.
It's an aesthetic.
A good friend of the channel of mine, Justin, thinks it's like, oh, it's a genre and all that. I'm like, nah. I think that's kind of my opinion. I've come to immersive sim's a vibe.
Because like I can feel why they would call this an immersive sim. I can feel why they would call System Shock an immersive sim. I don't feel like you can or more specifically System Shock 2. I don't think you can categorize it with how those games play.
Yeah, I think for me it's like I think it's a vibe-based genre. You feel the vibes? Yes, it's an immersive sim. Is it wrong that I would probably I'd rather be in? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, nah.
Oh wait, I'm looking at a forum, and this was after I saw a bunch of like posts saying that it was an immersive sim. And so this is on a forum on the Paradox forums. Bloodlines 2 is not an immersive sim anymore, according to Chinese Room. And this one person is saying Bloodlines 1 wasn't an immersive sim either. The average Bloodlines 1 quest was completely linear as you got towards the end of the game. It just became completely combat focused. None of the choices you made in any quest really impacted anything other than what the ending you chose in the cab. Nostalgia versus reality.
I would say that it's immersive sim by vibes. Yeah. Also, something that I've always pointed out that not even a lot of Vampire the Masquerade stuff points out. This is my haven, right? My vampire haven.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do I have windows here?
Why not?
I mean, if I sleep on the bed, like actually, when the sun comes up, there's windows.
Oh.
Like if I wanted to get good sleep,
put some curtains on there.
If I wanted to sleep and not die, I would have to hole up in the shower.
I didn't think of that.
That's like the one thing where there's some stuff where I don't think about. Like,
I don't think they did either.
No, that they don't think about, but it's the one thing I think about with my vampire stuff. But I'm always wondering, am I good at writing vampires? And then I'm pointing out, hey, why the fuck would a vampire haven have windows in it? Wouldn't that be a bad idea?
Yeah, maybe windows cancel out the light of God.
It's weird, but like I don't know, because like honestly, the best place would be just put your mattress in the shower and you sleep, huddle up, you sleep
Or buy
here.
curtains.
Or just rip off the shower curtains and put them on the window fuck it. If somebody is in this if somebody's willing to be in this shower and peep on you, then it's probably enough where you don't really care about them seeing you naked. So just take the shit off entirely.
Oh wait, was Dishonored considered an immersive sim?
Yes.
Okay, because like the Bloodlines 2 looks like Dishonored. So maybe that one is the real immersive sim.
Oh god. Because I do not want to be trapped here for all eternity. Unlike my kindred friend, we will have to, that's enough of the game for tonight. Any closing thoughts before I close out the stream?
This game's good. I wish there was a sequel being made. I sure wish there was a sequel being made.
I wish there was a sequel. I wish DLC were real. I wish expansions were real.
Yeah. Go follow Tim Kane's YouTube channel. He talks about this. Although this was more of a Leonard Boyarsky game, but he worked kind of on it. Tim Kane worked on a bit on the end. I love Vampire the Masquerade. It's cool.
Yeah. I love...
AC, I'm curious. If they were to make a Hunter the Reckoning style VTMB game, would you... I feel like it should be called Hunter the Creed. Or Hunter the Reckoning Creed.
Yeah.
Would you say that?
I think it should be like Hunter the Reckoning Conviction.
The thing is, like, Creed is actually a mechanic in the game.
Or Drive.
I don't think Drive. I think Creed, because like Creed is like what you like. I was looking at the 5e rulebook and it's like mentioning this thing about creeds, and it feels like that would be the good tagline name. I think it rolls off the tongue pretty well, like Bloodlines does, and how Bloodlines are mechanic in the role-playing game. Man, I feel like a Hunter game would be pretty cool in this style.
Yeah, do I know how I think it should be done. I think you should have like a lot more like weapons and like gadgets.
Well,
like,
I actually would say I think that those should be for the same amount of special occasions as this game, but I feel like it should be about investigation.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like instead of having disciplines, you have gadgets. Like maybe it's like a mixture of like doohickeys that you throw together, or maybe it's like maybe it's like the chaos scope.
Talisman.
I'm just imagining like, oh, there's like a house that you have to go investigate that has like one, and you can either like set up like a bunch of your traps on the outside, and then you go in and see if you can just lure them out.
That could be one way you can do it, or you could do a variety of other ways, like an immersive sim. Which apparently is not necessary, because again, I played System Shock 2. I don't know what choices you're making in System Shock 2. Everybody is essentially dead.
I think an ideal Hunter the Reckoning game would probably be would be like Bloodline. Imagine a mixture of like Bloodlines and more almost like, and a bit of like OG Deus Ex. I'm trying to think of like a comparison to OG Deus Ex of a game that you've played.
I mean, I played the Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Maybe something like a Deus Ex, or less of the cybernetics and more of like your toolkit, your non-lethal stuff or lethal stuff, and you like pick your gadgets and shit.
I have a general idea of how Deus Ex plays.
Yeah, the general idea of Deus Ex. Maybe a bit of like a tactical shooter, maybe. More of a little bit more tactical, where like, because you're going up against the supernatural, and you're like just an average person, you're having to take precautions to preserve yourself. Like, you really have to peek around a corner. So,
I would honestly say just make it like this game, but just tighten up the combat, add a bunch of variety, make the areas bigger. You go around, you talk to people, you find leads, you meet up with other hunters. You go through a variety of action set pieces and horror set pieces.
I think there should be like dice roll option for like if you encounter a cops. If you run into a cop, you have to like talk your way and like almost roll your way out of that situation so you don't get arrested and get a game over.
How crazy do you want to be about how things are real? Vampires, man! I'm telling you, they're out there, and they want you! There's a werewolf in them there woods. Don't go in there. It's haunted by the wraith.
And then you go missing immediately afterwards. I think something like that, or it's a bit of like a more tactical approach. Hell, maybe even have it to where like for missions, you start off when you roll up in the town, and like you have to ask like certain like people about like rumors of a monster. And you like, and like you go back to your like safe house. And
wait, here's an idea. You go to your safe house and you browse the forums to track legends.
Oh. That's also an idea.
You gotta sniff out which are the real ones and which aren't.
Maybe because of like the way that 5e introduces like sorcerers, you can have like some boss characters just be like evil sorcerers.
And then it turns out it's just a dude. Just a crazy dude.
With like access to a magic item or some shit.
Yeah.
And you encounter like the vampire stuff. I feel like it would ideally be like Bloodlines with like tighter combat, but like more emphasis of like being careful and wanting to know what you're about to go into. And like maybe have it like where you could actually have access to pipe bombs and throwables. Because I feel like against like these creatures you would want a pipe bomb.
Yeah.
You
want to call it there then?
I'll probably call it there.
Look forward to our new game, Vampire the Reckoning Creed. The Vigil Bloodlines.
Redemption.
Yeah,